Jamie seems not to be able to
There
unmute
we go.
herself, ladies and
Hello
yeah.
and welcome to Workhorse Wrestling Network. You were gathered with us tonight for the Cookout podcast, where we talk about what's cooking up in the world of professional wrestling. And StreamYard may try to keep me silent, but I will speak my opinions.
Will you?
Ladies and gentlemen, tonight is Hot Topics night, okay? We have a Hot Topics wheel. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, if you are listening and you are in the chat, put hashtag WWN in the chat. We are going to pick somebody to pick their topic, okay? Now, if you're not in here, I'm just going to go with a topic, okay? So, if you all are ready, the theme of tonight's topics are why? Why is this thing happening? Okay? Why?
Oh,
Ladies and
what's the
gentlemen,
thing?
Why?
yeah, ladies and gentlemen, first spin. Ladies and gentlemen, the first topic of tonight's uh, thing is women's wrestling. Why is women's wrestling the way it is? And maybe you could throw some suggestions on how it could get better.
Uh, because Vince McMahon's no longer in charge. That's why.
Because
Thank you.
North American people besides like Impact, GCW, places like that don't value women's wrestling. They don't see much of an interest in it, so they don't care. Like you can have super talented women, but if they're not showing all their body parts, it's a problem. Like Bailey. Every post you see is about Bailey's butt, but Bailey is one of the best four horsewomen.
Hmm.
Now, to that note, I think we're all on the same loop because they're like Vince left, right? I do not think Kyrie would have came back if Vince was there. There is a whole lot of faith that a lot of people had in NXT when they were there, and Kyrie was one of them, right? And so when Triple H went to the main roster, he's like, "All right, I'll be all over here," and it's like, I still am a little weary, right? I still need to have that final bullet in the old man's career before I say, okay, he's gone. This is a new era. And I do have more faith in the Triple H than I do with Vince, right?
Like
But
the owners flat out said, "No, Vince, we want Triple H in charge." Like,
yeah, but we've tried this before. And the old Yeller just came crawling back from just crawling from the backyard. I thought we put you down. No,
but
it
that's
didn't.
but that was while he still owned the company. He
Quick question for y'all.
Mhm.
Y'all really think that will withstand if they take TKO back private like they've been thinking about? Because I don't. I think it's all for publicity. And
No,
Kyrie also signed while Vince was still technically in charge.
oh, did
we
she?
got
Yeah, she had signed a while ago. She was supposed to. It was just when is she coming over?
yeah, and so on that note, it's probably like Eric Young, where it's like when Vince was somewhat trying to be in charge, it's like everyone that Triple H wanted was in the back, like what the freak, dude. And so now that he's gone, it's like all right, finally my plans are in place. To the question of, that's why I'm saying I don't know. I'm not putting 100% on. Oh, ding dong, the king is dead. Yeah, right. We like last year. I'm like, okay, let's give Triple H a whole year to have his plans in place before we really criticize him. Before I want to say 8 months in, Crackhead came back allegedly, and we had Omos versus Lesnar. So, but right now,
So Triple H was around and in charge when the whole Sasha Banks stuff happened. He wasted Mercedes Monet. Like, let's be real, let's be honest. he wasted that woman. He wasted her talent. He wasted Trinity, the Iconics. He was around and in charge of things and still managed to mess them up. Now, ALW, to your comment about Western culture being sexist and patriarchal, yes. But if you look at women's sports, by and large, the women are far superior to the men in sports. But because there's less emphasis on women, and because, let's be quite honest, the uniforms in most women's sports are meant to invoke imagery of sexually appealing. It doesn't get taken seriously. Like if male superheroes had to wear what female superheroes had to wear and be expected to do their jobs, could they? No. How am I fighting crime and my whole breast and my whole vagina is out?
More so on the baseline, me running heels. I ain't getting 5 miles per 1 hour in some doggone heels.
But you know, a lady of the night wears heels and she criticized, but that Wonder Woman with her heels and run.
They're boots. That's
and Tony Khan isn't much better, like at all. In all honesty, they need to look at utilizing places like ROH, where Maria allegedly has more of a say-so in things. Impact Wrestling, Stardom, GCW, different places, because women's wrestling can survive and thrive if done properly. But that's the point. If done properly.
If done properly.
And also, can we please stop saying wrestling is not ballet? Because if you've ever danced ballet, if you've ever been a dancer, if you've ever been a cheerleader, you know wrestling is a cakewalk. They take care of each other. Let somebody be pissed at you. Nancy, shit, it'll be like that ice skating incident again.
And there is so much more body control in dancing than there is in wrestling. In wrestling, I gotta make sure I catch it. In ballet, I gotta catch you while we both do a plie, come up, and it's all nice and graceful. So going back to my point, I think what you say?
Oh no, go ahead.
Oh, for me, the main point with Vince being gone is it was a struggle of knowing who was in charge and who was calling the shots on certain things. I just want 1 year of Triple H. And win, lose, or draw, at least we know who's calling the shots and who I'm supposed to be mad at. And that's really me. That's really when I'm like, oh, why isn't this one being pushed? I don't know who's in charge. I don't know who's making these calls. Now I know. And you know what? If again, give him 1 year, right? So next SummerSlam, if nothing's changed, everything's crap to hell, I know, all right, Triple H, we can give you a shot. But I have a little hope.
All right. I'd like to talk about some women now. I'll start off with Rhea Ripley. How great is she? I think that they should put her on the cover of the next video game.
I wouldn't.
Well, was Becky on
the last? The Madden curse, but for like WWE, don't you end up injured right after that?
But was Becky on the one when she was the man? Like when she right after she won her titles, was she on the cover?
She shared it with Roman. She's the only woman to ever be on the cover.
Okay. So I'm not mad.
Should have been up there first, but you know.
You know. And Marcia was Rhea.
Roman's gonna get it again.
I don't know. That's been the conversation. But for Rhea, and again, she was hurt, right? And that kind of sucked on her title reign because it's like, we know how good she is, but I think it was her knee. Her knee was buckling. So it's like, we just got it on her. We don't really want to transition the title just yet. So we're just going to mosey on, let her just be the manager of Judgment Day until everything's all nice and fixed. And so my hope for her is that hopefully that she is in a good place where she can have some quality matches now. I those starts is nice, but they had the Rumble on last night for her next opponent. If you're an NXT fan, I want Rhea versus Shayna one more time. That was we'll see. Yeah.
I think
Okay,
Any
that's
other
ladies
all.
and
women?
gentlemen.
Watch the movie. Sorry.
Oh,
So what
nothing.
you say, Dolores?
No, I was saying we were going to move on from the
Oh,
state
oh,
of wrestling and
I still
see.
had more women to talk about.
Oh, go ahead, Sammy.
Uh, all right. Also, Io and Kyrie being together again, awesome. But apparently, there's word that other women could be joining them. Uh, that they wanted to get the one woman who was NXT back, but she signed a new deal with a different company, so we're not getting her.
Sorry, yeah,
What
Uh,
did they
sorry.
do with her?
so
This
what?
part,
What did they do with Soraya? Soraya?
The Ray?
Soraya.
Not
We're not
Soraya.
Soraya,
Soraya.
Soraya.
Not Soraya. Soraya. What did
Soraya,
they do with
Soraya.
her? Like, honestly, what did they do with her? I
Uh,
feel
Her
like
best
if I'm in
moment.
the prime of if I'm a prime athlete and they ain't really utilizing me,
They,
shit.
they, they, they were all gun ho, but then an old man was like, "I want sexy." But Randy Rose as the champion, even though Saray's the one kneeing people in the face. My favorite moment of hers though was when she was with Chase U and they all went through the tunnel and she transformed. Chase U was in the blue sweater and oh boy was in the skirt. I'm like, how did it's too stupid, but it's
Uh,
hilarious.
there's also another thing. So Stardom New Japan, the New Japan Women's Strong Championship.
Mhm.
Uh, so like the title was made for Mercedes. They made that
Women,
title to get her. Julia is the champion.
women.
They have no plans now. They had plans a month ago. They now have no plans. And
That's
rumor is Julia's going to WWE.
I think
that is
she's
very
done.
interesting because all right, let's break it down, right? Because I Mercedes was in talks with AEW, right, to have some kind of spots in Wembley. She got hurt, right? Okay, cool. But she had a contract with New Japan, but now she's hurt. All right, hope like when is her contract up?
Her contract's
And
already up.
I'm okay. So they need to resign her.
They have no
Oh,
plans with her. That was the word. They have no
If
plans with
Julia
Mercedes
is
women.
planning on leaving, you need the time to build up someone else to like kind of take over and move into the feud with Mercedes. Hence why they really wouldn't have plans for Mercedes. And if she's
Julia's
not planning
contract
to
is
be,
up in 3 months.
her contract is already up, I thought.
Julius?
Julia.
Oh no,
Three
I
months.
don't look. If this is my problem with WWE. If they continue to try to poach people before their contracts are up, they are going to end up sued. I fully
Mm.
understand that one rant Tony Khan had where he was like, y'all saw me at my lowest and thought that you were going to reach out to these three men who have shown that they are loyal to me. And that is why, minus Keith Lee, they are getting the booking they're getting right now. Now with Keith Lee, I don't know what's going on. I have faith in Keith Lee, but yeah.
Exactly.
Naturally limitless. Back together,
uh,
baby.
Julia,
With you, I have no faith in WWE when it comes to Jade because they have historically shown only one black woman can be on top because they can only book well for one black woman at a time. With Julia, if she chooses to go to WWE, that's on her. But
Oh,
Julia
because
is
they
that
do like
able to take.
and then they just decide that you're no longer the flavor of the month and move on to someone else. So I would be very
Julia
careful.
is uh, Julia is allowed to have conversations because she's having conversations with AEW too.
Oh, both of
She
them.
technically,
I'm just
She's taking conversations from both sides. So
I'm just
there is
saying.
not just a WWE thing. She's trying to get the most of her bang. I don't see her working well with either one of those companies. Because she doesn't work well. AEW doesn't book women well. WWE doesn't book women well. But I mean, if you want to get your money, you might as well just go to WWE. I mean,
I would go to
and you
ROH.
might and you might lose your job and go where you really want to go.
I need people to stop saying if you want to make the money, go to WWE, because that's not the truth. The most highest paid woman is Charlotte Flair. She's making like $1 million a year. If you are in the indies, you can clear more than $1 million a year. If Colt Cabana could clear more than $1 million a year, and the women, no offense to Colt, because he set the blueprint, but you can easily clear more than $1 million a year between your indies. Julia has the potential to actually kind of be in movies because she has the look, but
Oh my
you
God.
have to be willing to do the work and bet on yourself. If you're not willing to do that, it's a crapshoot. Now, AEW should not be approaching Julia like that if they're trying to continue to have that relationship with Stardom, unless Stardom and New Japan have given them the okay to do that, and Julia has been open to that. But this is an ongoing issue with WWE trying to poach talent and not
Also,
say something.
Julia has a bit of controversy too, because like when she signed to Stardom, she was still under contract to Ice Ribbon.
Okay, so if she
But
does it,
see, what they're doing with WWE is they're talking through talent. So they're not direct. That's how they throw their hands away. We're talking through the talent to the other people. We're not talking directly to the talent. So they're using other wrestlers to talk with Julia, to talk to get her to come and promise her things, and then they're not really directly talking to her. That's
But
just
that's
like
still illegal. That's still a breach of
Cody talks. Cody talks to people. It's known. He's having
contract.
conversations.
And Cody could be sued for breach of contract if Tony Khan decided that he wanted to be that nasty and mean and vicious. He could potentially take everything Cody has built on the simple basis of you are sitting here speaking to my talent, trying to broach them for your rival company. That is why WWE is in that lawsuit with MLW. You cannot create a monopoly in America, allegedly.
But
allegedly.
I'm just trying to figure, and this is what the gray line for me is. AEW, there have been wrestlers who say, I have talked to the Bucks. We have conversations. I wonder how it is over there. They tell me it's a great working environment. I should come over here. Isn't that a conversation that the Bucks or Kenny should have with other wrestlers?
If if the wrestler is asking them what your working environment is like, and they're just simply saying, I love it, that's not a breach of contract. If they say, I love it, and if you came, then we would be able to do X, Y, and Z, look at these booking ideas, that is when they are in breach of contract.
But real quick, going back to Kyrie and Io and Babe, I'm excited. And the story is right there. So please, Triple H, don't monk it up. You have A, B, and C storyline. Like, it's so many things. Kyrie don't like Bailey because that's the one who jacked her up, and that's why she left the first time in the pandemic. Bailey actually likes Io. So this be the whole your childhood best friend kid along with your college best friends. You add one more fourth person here. We can do a war games. It is A, B, and C goodness in this storyline. Do not, Triple H, do not hit D where Charlotte Flair just beats everybody and this is poop the piss. Don't press D, please.
If they're gonna get anybody, I would hope that they'd get Mayu Iwatani. That way we can have the Black Lotus Triad in WWE. Come on, let's
Has Robert
get it.
Rodriguez let that copyright lapse? Because if he didn't, they're gonna have to pay Disney some money for that one.
I ain't getting too excited. I just have hope. That's it. That ain't get me too excited.
Ladies, ladies and gentlemen, in the chat, ALW and Hassan, if you put, or anybody in the YouTube chat, if you put hashtag WWN, I can pick you and you can give me a topic. Okay? Happy election day to you, Hassan. I don't think it's happy. They've been texting my phone left and right. Okay? Um,
It's
let's
time to
go.
spin the wheel. All right, Wheel of Misfortune.
Oh, now ALW wants to pick something. Go sit in your bubble,
Oh,
sir.
oh dear.
Damn.
Ladies and
Oh,
gentlemen, the subscriber pick is in. Because there are three of you all still have a chance. We're gonna go to the next topic off the wheel, and then we'll go to subscriber pick. So hashtag WWN, okay? Also, I'm gonna start using this little giveaway tool thing for subscribers. So you all need to start learning how to use this now. Okay? So on to the next topic.
jeez.
Ladies and
What?
gentlemen, ladies and
Except for the
gentlemen,
one.
we're gonna talk about, and I have to give you a little backstory before we talk about this. The NWA's TV deal. Okay? Ladies and gentlemen, the
Oh.
NWA had a TV deal with CW to be on their channel, but House of Wrestling reported allegedly that they are now pushed to the app. And it's all because of a pay per view stab my hand where this happened. Uh, J- uh, our good friend James decided to ski the slopes on the pay per view live. Okay? He reenacted skiing the slopes. And so now CW pushed them to the app. But as of 8 o'clock today, we found out that WWE NXT started in October
Mm-hmm.
will now be on CW. So, how do you feel about NWA messing the bag up?
Did
He
they
went
actually
full
get pushed, or is that
19.
still a thought?
Huh?
I heard that was still a thought. It wasn't like a
That
actual thing. It was they could potentially
well,
be.
they got complaints. They got like the complaints on air about that at the CW network, which they did not appreciate.
According to
And
Billy
Bill,
Corgan, they not mad.
yeah, he also said that they weren't gonna be looking at the pay per views. They were just gonna be looking at the television show, which I don't understand as a businessman how you thought that they were gonna invest in your business and not look at your whole business, but just look at one piece of your business.
Who watches NWA pay per views?
Like, no
That
Man,
was his
offense.
thought.
If you want
No,
to,
thank God you said NXT at the end because I had nothing to contribute to this topic. But I remember when SmackDown was on CW, and it was a fun time. I love the easy access to it, unlike my network, which pissed me off because I missed half of 2009. But I really do vibe with NXT being on CW. That seems like a very good fit. And for CW, you can really pick what day of the week, maybe that Sunday. It feels like, okay, wrestling on, I'll watch it casually. I'm not mad at that. What?
did you just say
You know
CW
what?
of the weird teen? Got to put that in air quotes there.
Like,
Dramas is a
so
good.
Uh,
besides that, they are trying to rebuild their brand because they actually have Inside the NFL on Tuesdays. So that would be cool. If they do a back to back with that, that'll be nice. I know the whole, but you know what? That helps their demographic. They're trying to get the little teen babies, so you go see them. Now I have not
Listen,
seen.
the
I
fact that
haven't
you
been.
thought that having this pay per view and then having this man, not it wasn't just like we were gonna sit here and pretend. He chopped it up and picked it up and lit it. It was like how you didn't think you were gonna get some kind of complaint after that? How that you pretty much showed kids who watched your product how to ski the slopes. I don't understand how you thought that was gonna be okay with anybody, especially when you got older people watching your show.
You think teenagers don't know how to do that? These motherfuckers listening to damn rap music that teaches them how to make lean, how to take perks, how to do Molly, how to do 5011 drugs that we didn't even have back in our day.
But teenagers are not watching NWA. It is somebody's grandma and granddaddy watching NWA.
And they was doing it too. As someone who the demographic of NWA, I grew up in that. That is nothing new. It's shock and awe because people make it shock and awe. Matt Riddle was on TV high as a kite.
It's the difference between being high. It's the difference between being high and then having white snow on the table and chopping it up. And
we literally called Tony Khan CHK. They have said that wrestling people have been on camera skiing slopes.
There's a reason why functioning alcoholic and functioning drug addict is an actual term. Because you can do it. You can do it.
Okay, listen. I might know Whitney might have dabbled in it, right? I know she allegedly dabbled in it, but just I don't see her singing "It's Not Right, It's Okay." I don't see her doing it live on the video.
On the reality show.
Yeah, let's not revisit Whitney and Bobby.
She had the reminisce, but I didn't see her do it.
She literally did it on the show.
Let's not revisit Whitney and Bobby. That's my lady. I love her, preacher's wife. Let's not do that.
But you know what? It's iconic that she asked for a receipt during the interview. When she asked for a receipt, that got me. I was like, "Do you have one?"
Still waiting for them receipts.
Man went full 1980s Jake Roberts. That boy got his Rick James on, bitch.
Love eternally.
Kidnapping people. You can't get
I can't see.
Ladies and gentlemen, we gonna
wait. You cannot mention Rick James without mentioning he stole Prince's what was it, the vocal? And literally used it for his album, then deprogrammed it, sent it back to him after he released the album. Like, thanks, bitch. Love the sound. Like, it was horrible. It was comic. But yes,
I'm just gonna let her sing in silence.
Because we're gonna definitely get a strike if we keep let her sing.
Yeah, that's why I was like, I let her keep going.
It's so cute and wholesome though. Like she's out here having fun. With NWA, I don't foresee it really being a problem. I think the biggest problem will be getting Billy Corgan out of the way. Matter of fact, the fact that CW was even considering NWA being on their platform, and EC3 is the champion, and he is admitted that he.
Can we say admitted or dragged out because you try to a certain dream.
He didn't dispute it.
No, and the dream said
that it was set up in the bathroom to catch people doing that thing. And Velveteen Dream said, "No, you was mad because you got doing that thing." And
like, well, who's not going to
do that thing then?
Like, well, we're not going to do it. You're going to drag me. I have nothing to lose.
So if CW is allegedly getting NWA, they're confirmed to get NXT. And aren't they supposed to be doing something with OVW?
I'm not for sure. I
Are
know
they?
they. I know they do have. They put out a press release. They have NWA. They have
So
WWE now.
are they trying to
That's why
build a
people think.
wrestling powerhouse over here?
I think so. And this is the thing about it. If this is true, that this segment and them getting phone calls push NWA off TV onto the app. WWE literally just announced today, oh yeah, we on TV with them now. It's like, did y'all like, I see a hole, I'm gonna go through it. Y'all need some wrestling? Or since
Well,
you put them on the app,
they had been in talks for a while before that. But if they
yeah,
do,
they've been in
if
talks because Fox.
Vince did to NWA what he did to AEW as far as making that call, then
No, I thought you were going to say MLW.
no, I'm talking about AEW when they had the pizza spot thing. Again,
Yeah.
they set themselves up for more evidence for that monopoly lawsuit, and it's not gonna end the way it used to because Vince ain't in charge no more, and I don't know
I
if
think
he understands how to
I
handle it.
think Endeavor has a thing with CW because sometimes they air boxing. So they already working with CW. So they just putting content on to hype their stuff up. That's why I'm saying Endeavor came in and took UFC and all of the things of it and put it and changed it. And that's what I'm not happy about. Because I used to go watch a pay-per-view for maybe $25, $30, $50 at the most. Now that thing is $80 and I gotta get a $20 middleman to get to the $80 pay-per-view. That ain't
Still
worth
cheaper
it.
than boxing.
Didn't UFC isn't UFC out of the US 80 like testing regulation ring now?
I don't know.
I think that's them. I think that's the UFC. So again, there's no good reason for them not to have NWA on the actual channel unless somebody made a call and said we will not be on your actual channel.
Yeah, because WWE doesn't do testing for anything but hard drugs. When Endeavor took over and they only started doing that. So that's why, when Riddle got in trouble that time, it was like, it ain't for what you normally do. Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to, I need you all to hit hashtag WWN because the topic ALW chose is one of the topics already on the list. ALW, I need you to start listening. Okay.
He really wants to
So,
talk about
ladies,
As a subscriber, I have a topic as well, so we don't have to choose AOD. I'm just saying.
okay.
Oh,
You put
ALW
you you put
hater.
hashtag WWN in the chat.
Yes,
I'm gonna
I
start
did.
collecting
Look
right now.
at it.
I got 3 entries, and we're gonna hit drop. Ladies and gentlemen, um, well, let's do it again because I won because I put it in the chat for you all to read. Ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna do it again, but while we're doing that, we're gonna go to the next time. Spin a wheel, make a deal. NW.
That was a fast spin. Oh, it's only 2 more topics. Okay.
Wow. That's Dolores.
Listen, the only reason why I chose this was because it's many aspects to it. A, should he be champion? B, who should be the next champion? And C, how long do you think we got left of this? Because it seems like this is an ongoing saga. This is the song that never ends. It goes
So
on and on, my friend.
I do love the breakdown that Ollie Davis gave right after Crown Jewel, and it was just like, no, hey, 2015 Roman Reigns was a disaster. You cannot compare any iteration of Roman Reigns to 2015. That was just straight booty. Now, are we getting close to that? No. Okay, I'll speak for me personally. No. because 2015 was horrible. That was when they gave us him versus Brock 18 times, and it was a disaster. For me, the Bloodline storyline has carried enough weight where I have enjoyed this, even when it was versus 2021, the Demon Finn Balor, and he did the whole WWE 2K soup up and try to go get people in the ring. I would still watch that. That was entertaining. Now, when will it end? That I have conflicting thoughts about this, right? Because the list of people he has beaten, right, and they're right now they're mid to almost lower card is unfortunate. Cody Rhodes, LA Knight, Sammy's still hot in my opinion. You really could just insert like last Monday Night Raw. It was him versus Seth, and I wanted him to win. So Sammy's still hot, but how many people will have to be sacrificed for Roman's reign? That really is the question they have to ask themselves. How many people have to be sacrificed to? Because I think the goal is they're trying to break Hulk Hogan's record. And that's why I'm having conflicting thoughts about it, because you can say, what you call it, records don't matter. But it would be nice to break that. It would be nice to break that. But on the flip side, that means a whole nother freaking year. So it really is like.
But also, I'm going to be a bit mad that he's this close to beating Hogan's record if he doesn't break it now.
Right? So, but it really is a matter of, is it worth it, right? And I'll say this one last tidbit, and I'll let y'all go. I just go back to the Attitude Era with Stone Cold. And I think the reason why Stone Cold worked is because they actually had breaks. Some that were forced and some that were just necessary, right? He was not the champ for that whole length of time. They actually let him lose it and then win it back and lose it and win it back, and he was people's champion. And you really have to, and like whoever's in charge, they really had to think about that. Like that really is the reason why the Attitude Era worked. Because even though he was a top guy, he was not the champion for that 4 years. And look at other people like Hulk Hogan and Cena, those babyface runs got real stale because of how long they were. So is it worth it? I don't know.
And we really only have two dudes on SmackDown left for him to really face that are like main event people. AJ Styles and Bobby Lashley.
Yeah.
We can get people over from Raw during the next draft, and honestly, by his fourth title defense from now, like it'll be about draft time, so I guess that will work out.
Ladies and gentlemen, we finally did pick a subscriber. And I am shocked and amazed. Let's do it!
Let's
go! Anika, what is your
thing I want to say about Roman?
Wait, say me?
I want to say one more thing about Roman.
Go ahead.
When it comes to the titles in WWE, he's not the champion who I want to lose their title the most right now. That position belongs to Seth Rollins.
Facts. Because every time that really should not be your champion. Where every time he go against someone, I want that other person to win. Like, every time. Because it's the better story.
Since the beginning.
Like, either lose the drip god thing, or like that could be more serious. I'm not like, something needs to work, because it feels like y'all are not gonna, for some reason, y'all gonna let him be champion until WrestleMania, and that's not right. Not right. Okay, that's a little strong. That should not be. That's right now. I wouldn't do that. I would put
At
the
the
belt on
very
someone.
least, he's going to be champion until Royal Rumble. At the very least.
Lord.
Yeah. But yeah, let's go. Let's do this.
Hold on. Before Anika comes up to introduce her question, I want to say to all of those lurking in the bushes, it could have been you. Okay?
It could have
But it's
been.
not
But it's
because it's Anika. Anika, what
yes.
is your topic?
My topic, and I am so serious about this. Why is ALW a hater? And this is why the topic came up, right? We were watching Crown Jewel and we were doing predictions. We were going at it. Who's gonna be the prediction queen or king of workhorse wrestling? We got to Damian Priest versus Cody because that was gonna break this streak. And so me and Sammy had said our piece of why we chose each other's predictions and both had a serviceable reason. And then all of a sudden ALW tomorrow, I can't stand Cody Rhodes. No, sir, I can kind of understand a little bit why you don't like Rey Mysterio because you grew up in that era. I don't get it. He's a small man. Big people should be beating him all the time. The underdog story sucks. But why do you not like Cody? That is that.
He's a hater from the Himalayas, and I can tell Sammy Joe did not watch Team Stars because Sammy won one of the two predictions, and ALW said F Sammy, he wins everything. He hated from just from the stands. He was just hating, just hating.
Like he actually thought that Cena was gonna be Solo, and that he's like, see. So,
I did think Cena was going to beat Solo. I'm sorry.
but again, okay. So I pointed out the reasons why he's a hater. Let's have solutions. How can we not make ALW a hater anymore? Because he is our fellow workhorse wrestler. What do we call ourselves?
Workhorse
Workhorsemen.
wrestling crew.
Workhorseman. He's our fellow workhorseman, and I don't want to see this anymore. We need to elevate our fellow brothers. So come on, people. How can we make ALW not be a hater anymore? I'm all for suggestions. Lay them on me.
Sometimes it's too late. You that horse just too
I
far gone.
refuse that. I think, okay, here's my suggestion. We strap him to his chair and we make him watch Josie. We make him watch Lucha Underground for a full watch along. I think that should work
Ladies
too.
and
Anything else?
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna do what I've seen so many people do and plug different shows in answering the question. If you go back to the Halloween episode, if he drunk more milk, it would do his body good and get rid of the hateration. Okay?
You know what it
Because he can't see the stars from hating. Okay? He's all under the radar because he got that much hate. Okay? And that's what all that aftermath of Dynamite is. Because he just exploded on the inside from all the hate.
Can
Okay?
we stop saying you exploded? Continue. Keep cooking.
So, ladies, so, ladies and gentlemen, ALW, I love you. You know,
hold on, I
sometimes.
can get my I was
Oh, go
trying to
ahead. Go ahead.
ALW is a hater because ALW's opinions he likes to be contrary sometimes. It is what it is. It is not the best decision. However, y'all were laughing when I called him a hater. Y'all thought that shit was funny. Bruh hates on Rey Mysterio. Do you know how weird you are to be hate on Rey Mysterio? Who's
So weird.
And the
So weird.
mask. Like you hate he hates everything and everybody. But it's like if we didn't have ALW to be a hater on everything, would we enjoy wrestling as much? He's like Jim Cornette, but bearable and far more intelligent.
I'd like to take a moment to just remind everyone that in kayfabe, Eddie Guerrero was Dominic Mysterio's father. Sit with
Biological. Biological.
And that's another reason why he's a hater. He said he didn't like what Eddie called China mommy. I'm like, you know what? You know what? What were you doing during the Attitude Era? Because that was the top 5 storyline
Now that CM is here, we had an argument on Crown Jewel. Technically, by technical standards, is Rey Mysterio a deadbeat dad?
How would he be a deadbeat dad?
He was missing. He was missing.
Hater.
He was missing. He was MIA missing.
He was
Except for
working.
He went for a pack of cigarettes, except when he came back every once in a while. And then the nigga said that he supported his family. I said, technically, after he became famous, because before he became famous, his wife was taking care of him and sending him money.
Okay. At the end of deadbeat relationship. Say it again to you.
That's before they had kids.
No, yes.
By that token, every wrestler except for Roman is a deadbeat. Are you sure that you're comfortable saying that about all of these wrestlers except for Roman? Because Roman take all the time off that he need to, and their children. Like being very real.
No, we're talking about we're not just talking about real life stuff. We're talking about personal. We're not talking about personal stuff. We're talking about kayfabe. He was the deadbeat dad in the Eddie situation. He was the deadbeat dad.
How was he a deadbeat dad in kayfabe? He was there for his child came to work. He got his child a college fund. He got his children college funds for being on camera.
Thank you.
Invested the time.
You talking about outside? I'm talking about on camera.
Training. He got his child a job, and he got to skip NXT when he really
both of them.
He got his son bodied by Brock Lesnar.
Like he
shouldn't have got his son a job. Honestly, he shouldn't have got his son a job.
I am going to say, however, that when it comes to certain things, even if it is in kayfabe, certain things are a very sensitive topic and are not things that we should joke about. And by all accounts, even in kayfabe, Ray wasn't a deadbeat. Ray got his child a job. Ray got both his children's jobs. Ray got both his children's college funds. He got his kids to work. He made sure that Angie had all the what is the print that she loves, that company that she loves.
He got his son a job when he was only 9 years old. Yeah.
It's all over the house.
At the end of every day.
But he's not Tristan Thompson over here.
At the end of every deadbeat story, the dude is left and come back and mooch off the son. At the end of this great American father story, he gave his family has the bag and they lived happily ever after. That is not a deadbeat story.
First of all, he gave us his son, which we didn't want, and we showed though, didn't. And then
speak for yourself.
You don't need.
We don't need Dom. Have you seen? Well, you haven't seen a full match. Dom is not that great.
Dominic was 7. First off, and it was presented. It was something that I don't know if this was something that they can necessarily turn down at the time.
When the wife tells you to spend time with the kid.
With WWE, be honest, with WWE being where they were and then being the biggest Latino superstars, I don't know if they were in a position to tell Vince, no, I don't want to do that. Because that also touched on a very sensitive topic for Eddie. Because if you know, he got more than the 2 that they talk about. So that was a little bit of kayfabe and a whole lot of real shit in there. Plus, it spawned off and gave you Vicky Guerrero. They did. Plus, he asked for.
Doesn't him and Vicky have 3 kids?
No. Eddie
2
has
daughters, right?
Eddie has 3 kids. Vicky has 2.
Oh. I did not know.
Side note, please go YouTube and watch Domino's Page do a cutter and like a power bomb to a cutter off of Eddie Guerrero. That man is so athletic. That was him that represented Eddie Guerrero twisting his own body to do the cutter.
All these motherfuckers is still on Earth, and we lost fucking Eddie Guerrero.
Ladies and gentlemen, on to the last.
Go
Even
for it.
Carter's
Go ahead.
third is still here. But we lost Eddie Guerrero.
Yeah.
Terrence from Florida is still here.
Right?
Me and ALW actually talked about it the other day of like, it's not fair to compare Dom to Eddie Guerrero because like over 99% of the wrestlers today aren't on the level of Eddie Guerrero. Like we can't expect Dom to be that good.
I think someone to do a documentary on Diamond Dallas Page. Cause I'm like, I think not that people forgot, but let the people know Diamond Dallas Page was that dude. I don't know.
He was like 40.
It's like
He was like 40.
erase WWE from your mind. That was the ideas of a crackhead allegedly. Just focus on WCW when he was just great. 619 bang.
Can we get the graph? There it is. Yeah.
Where did it go? I blinked. Where did it go? I feel like behind the allegedly there should be like slopes or something.
You know what? I started to put it. And that's why I had this picture already set. It's moving graphics going down the soap.
I wasn't gonna ask why you already had that picture. I was just
I just added Father James into the picture of the soap.
I just feel like she should have like a picture of like that in the background just going around, or like pictures of Tony Khan or EC3 in the background just like merging.
Oh,
and,
we gonna
Hold on. Real serious moment. ALW, how in the blue blazes of hell are you gonna be hurt and still hating in the fucking comments?
See?
You're a dedicated hater.
That's what I'm talking about, ALW. That's what I'm talking about, ALW. You got to keep it up. You can't let it go down. You got to keep it up.
He can hate
Break a
from
leg,
the company
hate
of
on
laying on
somebody.
his couch all day if he needs to.
He get energy from hating. It's on the inside. It just hulks up. That's how you hulk up. You get hate. Hulk up. That's how you get hate. Ladies and
Time
gentlemen,
for our final topic.
ALW for player haters ball.
Oh.
I
we
know
should have a players ball up here one day. We should have a players ball. Listen, I'm so close to having Santana Jackson. Thank you, ALW. You know what? Everything I said earlier, I'm very, very, very sorry for that. Okay. Last but not least, our topic.
Woo!
fresh. Mm. 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 Mm.
AEW hiring Ric Flair.
Mm.
That has been a hot topic the past 2 weeks.
Mm.
I was unaware. I had not been paying attention to this bit of news.
Yeah, so we thought he was coming for Steve's retirement, but this person, I'm trying to be good, got signed a multi-year deal. Now look here, TK. I like both brands. I'm neutral. But when you have people like CM going real hard for you and your company, trying to make sure you have the best choices possible, and you do this crap, okay? This is when the stuff comes down. This when we all get mad. Because why? What is the purpose of you hiring this old behind man?
I'm confused by a few things. One, how this contract is set up with the majority of the money being paid from the sale of his energy drink. So is AEW hiring him just to be a spokesperson and on a favor to Sting and Andrade to make sure this man has money and to make sure that he stays out of a wrestling ring? Two, the bigger question that we should all be asking, what doctor cleared Ric Flair to wrestle, and how can we take their license? Because obviously they own somebody's payroll.
Honestly,
This man said he died in the ring in his
just died a little bit.
sleep in his last match.
Honestly, I don't trust any of
back.
these wrestling
He got
doctors.
better.
Listen, I want to say it because I will say it once, I will say it everywhere. And I have said it on the short. Who, who is going to trust an energy drink, allegedly, from a man who has a heart problem? You think he drinking it? You buy, or you just buying it because his name on it? Because if you really think that man is drinking energy drinks, I think he's drinking drinks, allegedly, but not energy drinks.
I think he's drinking the energy drink. That's the only way he's staying around.
Just don't die a little bit no more. Okay.
Listen, that don't work. You can't do that all your life. He said, let the pain full of haterism.
Okay.
I told you that it's not adrenaline in his soul, it's hater in his soul.
I'm just gonna comment my joke into the Discord instead of doing it on stream.
All right. Positive.
I might read it out.
Right? It was good enough. Positives, right? He came back 2 weeks ago. I have one. He came back 2 weeks ago to be Sting's president, right? We haven't seen him since. So for 2 weeks, we haven't done the stupid thing of him being on the show every week. So there's someone, hopefully, who is saying, nah, he don't need to be on the show every week. Best case scenario, hopefully he is just Andrade's manager. Hopefully that's all he will be. We know he wants to do more because as soon as this person came to the ring, he starts chopping Sting. I'm like, oh.
I wonder if like Andrade got custody of him in the potential divorce. Like,
I don't know. But I
I
want to know, out of all the things you could promote with Rick, because he got like 50, 11 things he promotes. Why not promote his Ric Flair drip with his strange jack attack and great top or drop top? Because I'm assuming, Tony, you would like those three products.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Drink a lot of energy drinks. And WWE is trying to corner the market with Logan Paul. Therefore, business-wise, it makes sense.
Can't be good for the heart.
Hell no, it's not good.
It's not.
I mean,
but then again, these foolish people out here drinking damn charged lemonades and then acting all surprised that the caffeinated lemonade is giving you heart palpitations. Well, fool, it's diabetes in a cup and caffeine on top of it. What the fuck do you think it's going on?
Side
Those
note,
lemonades are two monsters.
But like, why are we charging up lemonade? Why are we charging up lemonade?
Because we gotta stay awake. I used to drink all these weird drinks.
Two monsters.
There's chai tea. Lemonade is supposed to be refreshing.
It's gonna be refreshing.
Lemonade is like 7 cups of coffee.
I don't know. You put a lot of sugar in your lemonade. I don't know what you're doing. But
What
Listen, don't
eliminates cannot be
think
7 cups of
keep
coffee.
you going to college, you want to stay up all night, you got some studying, some reading to do. You know, I used to drink a little energy drink. Now I might have a decaffeinated coffee with some sugar and some syrup. Yeah, I have to limit myself. But ain't no way with me as a person who has a heart condition, am I gonna be like, I'm gonna drink energy drinks. I drink them in the morning time, in the afternoon. My stuff would explode too. Y'all would be looking at me all screaming one day I'll just fall out. And y'all be like, what happened to Dolores? She just passed away on screen. Why? Because she was drinking energy drinks. What kind of stuff
Side
is that?
note, side note, and y'all clip this because if it happens, I want my money. Why isn't Cody Rhodes don't have an energy drink? Adrenaline. If you want that adrenaline in your soul, drink
because
prom. Like, see,
then
that's
That logo of his looks
so
like something you'd see on the can of an energy drink.
if you are the face of an energy drink and something happens to somebody, they can sue you. Look at the girl whose family is suing Panera because she didn't understand what charged lemonade was, despite the fact that they had the information in the app, on the menu, everywhere. But
like, oh, then
Oh no, but-
they make and put a whole lot of green tea in it and stuff that's naturally energized. But like you can't pass that up. If you want the adrenaline in your soul, drink prom or drink
Well,
Cody Rhodes energy drink.
w- even still, like I wouldn't expect it to have as much caffeine as a cup of coffee would, let alone 7.
it tells you how much is in there. Therefore, it is
yeah, it's tell you like
teaching you
people do not. I think people do not listen. People
People
sue
don't.
No.
McDonald's because they said they spill hot coffee on themselves.
Whoa,
You
whoa,
doubt
whoa, whoa,
a
whoa,
hot
whoa,
coffee.
whoa. That McDonald's case, the problem with the McDonald's case is everybody starts in the middle. The fact that before that case, they did not label how hot that coffee was, and that coffee was so hot, it literally gave her 3rd and 4th degree
No,
burns.
not the first lady. I'm talking
The
about like
top
the lady recently.
properly. The top was not on properly, and they handed it to her, and it got on her, and it burned. And she didn't even want the money. She wanted them to apologize and fix and not make coffee that hot anymore. And rather than do that, they defamed her.
No, she was the first one. There have been 9,000 other ones since then. I
At
can
some
understand her case because I remember
point,
her case. But it's like when you say, and then one lady got on TV, and I remember her clear as day. If I could find it on YouTube, where she said, "Oh my God, I it was hot. I didn't know it was gonna be hot," and I was like, "You just said 2 seconds ago you ordered a hot coffee. How did
and
you hot?"
as someone
I
who has
think
worked at McDonald's, there are times where the coffee machine is on the fritz and we think it's one temperature and it's something entirely different, and we gotta scrap that batch and make a whole new, because if we did it, we held liable for it. It is
I think
that
some
is,
people
She's
are
just,
also looking for a payday.
oh yeah, they are.
there are people who look. Oh no, the slip and fall people in the grocery store, they get me. That
It,
gets me the most.
if our country, didn't have so many reasons
Bills and debt.
Yeah.
to it wouldn't be as bad. But yeah, when it comes to Ric Flair, his energy drink, I think he drinks it so he can,
Stay alive.
Stay up.
this man said
Some of them
himself,
energy drinks help you stay up.
he was gone.
Every energy drink is 5% blue chew.
Some of them do have that. Listen, Little John, you messed me up in college with the energy drink you had a long time ago. I didn't know that stuff had horny goat weed in it, and I drank it, and I was drinking it faithfully. I was drinking breakfast, lunch, and dinner to stay up for college, and people started not to look the same no more. They started looking real good, and I didn't know what was going on until somebody hit me to what was in there, and I was like, I can't. I gotta try something else.
Oh, so you were just over there drinking drinks, not knowing what was in it.
La di
I
da.
mean, when you're a college student and you work it,
No. Because I didn't drink energy
yes,
drinks.
I was a typical American. I did not read the labels. Now, as a older, sick American, yeah, I check the labels. I ain't gonna just put something in there and just mess me up. No, you ain't gonna have me up here perishing on Workhouse Wrestling Network Live. We ain't gonna do that.
We never get monetized. Man.
I mean,
I
yeah,
know.
that'd be a damper.
I be
You probably get
I be by the Sammy. I love you, but I can't do it tomorrow. I put you on the spot. I just can't do it. So,
I feel you.
ladies and gentlemen, we got a new schedule, right? I know you're looking at me. You're like, Dolores, we always got a new schedule. I know, but this one gonna last here for a bit, okay? But
well,
tomorrow
not
there
this.
is no all for night,
There is.
okay? There isn't.
Oh,
I can't do it. I can't do it. I tried. I can't do it. All I can hear in my head was I can hear in my head that moment, that time on live where CM said, I have boundaries. And I was like, yep, me too. I can't do that. I cannot do that. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, I was gonna do it, but I have a lot of it's a personal day for me and I need to check it. Okay. Wednesday is normally at 10:15 p.m. But let's go back to Monday. It was our first day with J News at 10 a.m. As we all acknowledge Sammy won the GCW predictions, but J News stomped he kicked our back in. I'm very disappointed in myself because I lost, but I tied with ALW in both predictions. That's what made me sad. Uh, so I
dang.
mean, we tied in both predictions. I was like, what's going on with this? I'm disappointed. Like, I don't mind. You know, when Sammy is dead last, that's cool. When ALW is dead last, that's cool. I can be dead last if me and ALW tie for dead last, but time for Sammy, that's just a problem. 10 a.m., ladies and gentlemen, on Mondays, me and not ALW, no more. Me and J News, C Stars, we talk New Japan, GCW, those are the two main ones. We rotate the third in and out. You can go back and see that. Tuesday night is us by ourselves live here at the Cookout, talking hot topics, playing fire games. Ladies and gentlemen, before we leave, we're gonna get CM's Crown of the Week. So be ready, because I'm gonna make sure I'm ready to mark that as a short. Ladies and gentlemen, 10:15 on Wednesdays. Normally, except for tomorrow. Sorry, just can't do it. There won't be no off or not for tomorrow, but normally it comes on. Okay? Ladies and gentlemen, also Thursday, 10:15 p.m. is Aftermath of Dynamite. Anika, are you gonna be at Aftermath of Dynamite?
Maybe.
Well, there may be an Aftermath of Dynamite Thursday.
it,
We'll let you know if there isn't. Okay?
it,
Ladies and
it,
gentlemen,
yes, but I'll be late.
Friday. Oh, I can do that. I got you there. I can't just hang on by myself. I can't with only 8 lives left. Friday at 8 o'clock p.m. The kids run the asylum. We have Sammy Joe and Anika running SmackDown and Rampage by themselves, ladies and gentlemen. There are no parents coming in to wreck their fun. They can talk about and do whatever they want to and have a good time because they're going to lay the SmackDown and Rampage through on Friday night starting at 8 p.m. Saturday
Unmonetized
mornings.
That sounded
fun.
really dirty.
Listen, the other day, I don't know what happened. When you catch me on the end of a show, something gonna come out. Saturday at 11
That's what she
a.m.
said.
You catch you see that's why I meet Sammy all the time. At 11 a.m. you catch CM and ALW under the radar, talking BTE, ROH, Impact, MLW. They keep it short and sweet. All the things that you might have missed through the week, they catch you up on it. Listen, these are the parents. They ain't got time to be sitting here 2 hours, an hour and a half, 3 hours to get something they can give to you in 15 to 30 minutes. They keep it short and sweet, and that's why I like to watch them. Because I can't keep up with everything sometimes. Ladies and gentlemen, Saturday evening at 8 p.m. is AEW's Collision live. Normally it's CM, Anika, and Dolores. This week it will just be Anika and Dolores. It's just Black Girl. But when CM is here, it's Black Girl Magic. Because we sprinkling all that love everywhere. Well, I sprinkle love everywhere. They just scold me about it. It's in a short. You'll see it. Um, like we leave. You come messed up, but you leave a better person. You leave better than you came. 8 p.m. AEW Collision. Saturday night is all right. Then Sunday morning, after church, when you that downtime after you done ate and you just laying around at 11 a.m., you get to watch Sammy and ALW battle it out on the video game to figure out who is going to be into the Square Circle champion. Ladies and gentlemen, these two grown men, they have it out every Sunday. And if you ain't seen it, you missing it out. Okay? Ladies and gentlemen, if you see this icon right here, Sammy, I'm, Sammy, I'm trying not to beat you. Okay? If you see the cookout icon, ladies and gentlemen, make sure you click it because that means we are live and you can listen to us on YouTube audio. Also, you go the next day, which I did what I said. By the end of Monday, I did have it out. Uh, the, the Cookout podcast is on Spotify and every other social media. Ladies and gentlemen, if you go to the bio of our YouTube page, you see a link tree with every single social media we are on. And also, we have a Discord now just for our workhorse family. So you can kind of get in touch. We can crack jokes. When we drop predictions in there, you can try to beat us. You can't beat us. I know you can't beat us. Last week you were too scared to try. But if you feel froggy, jump and I'll put you down. Okay? Ladies and gentlemen, also click this in YouTube audio. This is for the watch alongs. That means everything that we watch live, no matter what it is, you can listen to us watch it live on YouTube audio. Sometimes you might not have the chance to sit down and watch us. You might just want to listen and have fun too. Come on in. We'll have a good time with you. Also, ladies and gentlemen, there have been three retro watch alongs. We'll have another one soon. Three retro watch alongs where we watch old matches and have fun. One was for Sammy's birthday, and two of them were Sammy and ALW doing it alone. Ladies and gentlemen, I also want to say with the new schedule, if there's a pay-per-view on Friday, Saturday, or Sunday, Workhouse Wrestling Network will be there. Okay? Also, ladies and gentlemen, coming up, Full Gear, AEW's Full Gear. It is on the 18th. We will be doing a watch along for that. Okay? So make sure you're tuned in to Workhouse Wrestling Network for that. Now, we are about to get into the good things of the good things because my wonderful co-host CM always does. Clown of the week. I don't know why they're making it so big this time. Clown of the week. CM, take it away.
Because they saw the gains I was making, so they was like, "Let me make the screen bigger." Um, Clown of the week is very, very simple because I saw those people who are tribalists and who don't understand that within tribalism, you set up the issue of monopolies. And if you have a monopoly, that means that dun, 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 we are all screwed. Like, let's be real and let's be honest, folks. Everybody that calls WWE the greatest wrestling company in the world does not watch anything except for WWE. They're not the best at booking. They're not the best at really long-term storylines. You can tell me all you want to about the bloodline. I don't care. It's run its course. Roman as champion has run its course. It's old. It's annoying. Do something else different. But I have WWE stands who stand me down that WWE is the only place you can go to be a star. That's not true. We are in the world of having a wide variety of wrestling. If you want more old school wrestling, you can watch NWA. If you want your wrestling to have a hint of sci-fi, watch Impact. If you want blood, violence, and church tables, you got GCW. You got AEW for questioning what in the blue places has Tony done, and how much can the Blackpool Combat Club beat people down before we realize, hey, we might need to band together, take these motherfuckers out, aka just take out Claudio, because Claudio is the machine of the whole thing. You have New Japan, you have Stardom, you have all these wonderful shows. Yet, people want to down AEW. They want to down Impact, soon to be TNA. They want to down WWE. I'm not a WWE fan anymore. I did not miss a show for the first 30 years of my life. And then all the foolery came out. Couldn't do it anymore. You don't get paid. In all honesty, you do not get paid to, how can I say this in a professional way? You don't get paid to stimulate WWE or any other company's richer. That's how I'm gonna say it. That's how I'm getting around censorship. You don't get paid to do it. And it's the fact that folks continue to do that and continue to down talk other companies and don't want to promote and support these local indie shows and these local folks who are going to be the top stars in different companies because their eyes are so fixated on one company. It takes away the joy of wrestling. If every time we have an interaction, you're telling me why my opinion of another wrestling company actually being good is horrible, I don't want to talk about wrestling. I don't want to think about wrestling. It can be so simple. Also, to go along with that whole tribalism thing, for the 5th week in a row, Phil fans, please, for the love of God, stop reading everything as Phil is coming back. For the love of all that is good and holy, please stop saying he is coming back. Let's have wrestling without CM Punk, without CM Punk chants, without caring about CM Punk. Because in all honesty, is CM Punk actually that good for us to still be caring at this point? Just saying. So, clowns of the week go to tribalists, and per usual, Phil fans, please pick another struggle on both accounts.
In the
See,
word,
I told y'all to be nice.
Was he ever?
Yes, ladies and gentlemen.
what you gonna say, Sammy?
CM Punk, was he ever?
Yeah, I did
And
like him at one time,
ROH.
but not right now.
Impact. Yes. When he hit WWE, no.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am somewhat of an angry translator down in the ticker for CM. So today's CM clown of the week was people who need to touch grass because it ain't that serious. Okay? And then also Phil is not a ghost. Please stop seeing him everywhere. Okay?
Please and thank you.
Thank you.
He is not Patrick Swayze.
Oh,
Patrick
hell,
Swayze
now.
is
Listen.
Oh, my love.
We
All right.
appreciate all you all, the 145 subscribers that we have, the over 500 views we had the other day. We truly appreciate it. And you all checking out our shorts. We're getting more people on other platforms like Facebook, Facebook and TikTok and Instagram and Threads and you name it. You all are there for us, okay? And so we appreciate you all. I appreciate you all. So, as I normally do, I think CM is used to it by now. Um, I like to say it's time to go. So, you know what we're going to do? We're going to cut off the lights, okay? And it's time to go to bed. You all have a good evening. And I see ALW's comment. Thank you, ALW, for your comment. I clicked it and it still ain't moving. There we go. Thank
Mhm.
you, ALW, for UNCM coming to uh, watch my watch us yesterday. I appreciate that so much. You hear my voice crack this time. Um, and I also appreciate you and Sammy Joe while I was gone, taking the baton and running. Because as soon as you stopped yesterday, I picked it back up and I had to keep on going. Okay. So I really appreciate it. So until then, ladies and gentlemen, peace.
Bye.